Hello Reformers, and welcome back to Star Wars The Old Republic. Now, when we left off, we had just arrived on our ship once again after helping out Sergeant Yoon on Hoth, and he has now joined us as a companion. So, let us move on to General Garza, and we will be interacting, it appears, with Fleet Admiral Newman and Supreme Commander Rands as well. So, let's see what these fellows have to say, shall we?
Captain, come in. You may stand at ease.
I understand you've succeeded in bringing Havoc Squad up to full strength, Captain. Congratulations.
Havoc Squad can take down whatever the Empire throws at us, Commander, sir.
That's what we were hoping for. General Garza, care to begin?
Certainly. As you know, Captain, the Gauntlet superweapon allows the Empire to target and destroy any ship traveling through hyperspace. This capability, if put to use, would give the Empire an insurmountable advantage. It also makes an attack on the Gauntlet itself extremely difficult.
Fortunately, the technical data you helped retrieve allowed us to determine a safe approach pattern that will get our forces within striking range.
It's good to know the attack won't end before it begins.
The plan is not without its dangers. Commander Rands can explain.
We've run the numbers from the Imperial's readouts and determined the Gauntlet's minimum time to acquire and lock onto a target.
Your ship and those of my battle group will approach the Gauntlet by making numerous short hyperjumps, always remaining below the minimum lock-on time. Short, repeated hyperjumps are very inefficient. Once we're in, our warships won't have enough fuel to return. Total victory will be our only option.
Failure has never been an option, sir.
Quite right.
When the attack begins, Lieutenant Coria's safecrackers will immediately disable the planetary shield generator that protects the Gauntlet, allowing Havoc Squad to board it.
Once you're aboard, begin the demolition operation. Sergeant Ewan will help you bypass the security seals on the weapon's inner core. Specialist Vic will then go into the core with you and plant explosives at key weak points, ensuring the Gauntlet's total destruction.
How should I deploy my other squad members?
During your demolition operations, 2 Havoc Squad members of your choice will assault the Gauntlet's bridge and download all data from the weapon's computers. Unassigned squad members will provide mobile backup to the rest of the team as needed. As soon as your objectives are complete, evacuate the Gauntlet immediately. Understood?
I'll assign the bridge assault team before the attack begins.
We cannot overemphasize the importance of this mission, Captain. The future security of the Galactic Republic hinges on the destruction of this single weapon.
You and your team are no strangers to situations like this. You've faced incredible odds before, and overcome them with skill and determination. If anyone can lead the charge in this battle and see us through to victory, it's Havoc Squad. Your Republic is counting on you. Move out.
For the Republic!
Oh my goodness, really? Oh, for the Republic? Zan Val, I never knew you had it in you. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, now it is the Battle of the Gauntlet, and we will be traveling there. So, we need to, I would assume, make our way back to our ship, which is actually going to take a little bit of time. So, I will be cutting away, and I will see you once we are aboard. Okay, so we're back on our ship, and as you may have noticed in the previous episode, I did purchase a couple more mods and enhancements, and as you see by my mousing over all of our gear here, we have acquired a huge amount of stat increases, and most notably, I would say that we've increased our critical multiplier by 13%, and that is of course due to our surge rating being increased, which is very, very nice to see indeed, because as you know, I've been having a great deal of fun with Stock Strike as well as Pulse Cannon. Whenever they would critically hit, they'd do a huge amount of damage. So, hopefully, we'll be able to see that very, very soon once we arrive at the Gauntlet's location. But first, we're going to speak to a couple of our companions. First off, we'll speak to Ilara.
Sir, I'm sorry to bother you, but I've received a troubling message from Captain Kaylor, my supervisory officer from Personnel Division. He ordered me to contact him immediately. I hoped you could join me for the conversation.
I'd be glad to.
Thank you very much, sir. I'll raise him on the holo now. Captain Kaylor, this is Ilara Dawn, personnel number 22795. reporting in per your request.
Always the whole mess, every time. Anyway, yes, thank you for returning my call, Alara. It's about this whole situation with your brother. You did a great job, obviously, but people are starting to think you have more information than you're sharing.
We got a lead, and Alara acted on it. End of story.
Maybe, maybe not. Alara, if you have information you'd like to share, I think this would be a good time for you to come in.
I appreciate the offer, but I have no further information of value to you.
Suit yourself. I have work to do. Kaylor out.
He's still demanding more. After everything I've done, what do I have to do to prove myself?
You're a good soldier, Alara. You've got nothing to prove.
Thank you, sir. But I think it's clear that some people don't feel the same way. Let's just get back to work. I'd rather focus on something else for a while.
Oh my. Okay, so Captain Kaylor is being quite, well, shall we say disruptive to the dynamic that Havoc Squad actually has at the moment. And oh, wait a minute, Alara does appear to have yet another conversation option. So, let us without further ado speak to her once again.
Sir, I need your approval to requisition some supplies for my medical kit. I've categorized the items by relative priority. Everything fits within our allotment under Supply Code 18, but items near the bottom of the list can wait if necessary.
Best to make sure you can still patch up my handsome face.
Yes, sir. I'd say your features are worthy of preservation.
You just can't resist me, Dorn. Admit it.
I wouldn't go that far, sir. I'd best get on with submitting this requisition now.
Well, I was being a little cheekier there than I perhaps should have been, but it did give me the option to do it, so I was going to take that opportunity if it presented itself, of course. So, without further ado, let us speak now to Sergeant Yoon and see what he has to say.
Havoc Squad was lucky to get to you, Yoon. Havoc is the place to be for tough challenges and big wins.
And there we have it, a very easy 7,000 experience right there, not bad at all. And we can now head on to, oh dear, Vic does look like he's going to be quite disruptive here, but yeah, don't say I didn't warn you, we'll have a look.
This is just too good. I get slick equipment, a nice ride, and a ready supply of every explosive there ever was. I think this will do, boss.
I try to run a good outfit.
I'm sure you do. Trust me. You keep me happy, I'll keep you happy. Now let's go put some of this fancy equipment to use.
Okay, maybe not disruptive at all. He was actually quite amicable. I like that a lot. I do actually like him more than the other companions, perhaps? Well, let's just say I don't really trust him, but I do think that he is quite a lot of fun. So, well, we'll see. Perhaps in the future we'll be able to use him a little bit more in combat. So, where are we heading now? I do believe we are heading to the unknown regions of the galaxy, and the Gauntlet itself. Now, where is it? It's going to be there, isn't it? Battle of the Gauntlet. Let us commence. Final testing of the Empire's deadly superweapon is being conducted in a secured research zone far from any charted sector. Travel now. Let's do it.
Havoc, this is Admiral Newman. Our attack group has exited hyperspace and engaged the Imperial's escort ships. Defensive forces are as expected. Lieutenant Courier reports that the safecrackers have breached the planetary shield generator. You're clear to make your run on the Gauntlet. Good hunting.
Give the Imperials a run for their money, sir.
We'll be in contact if anything develops. Newman out.
Captain, sir. The squad is assembled and ready to receive your battle assignments. Our operation orders require 2 squad members to assault the bridge and collect data there. Resistance will be heavy. As Specialist Vic and Sergeant Yoon already have assignments, available personnel for the bridge assault are myself, Sergeant Jorgen, and M14X. Who do you want to send, sir?
I want maximum firepower on the bridge assault. That means 4X and Jorgen.
Works for me. We'll clear the place out, huh, 4X?
Affirmative, Lieutenant, sir. No Imperial will remain standing in the wake of our heroic assault.
I'll see to our final preparations, sir. Any further words for the squad?
Havoc is the best squad in the Republic because it has the best soldiers in the Republic. And that's why we'll succeed. We may be charging headfirst into the most advanced weapon of war the Sith Empire has ever built, but we will succeed. The odds may be impossible. The enemy may outnumber us 10 to 1. But Havoc's squad will succeed.
Sir, yes, sir.
Oh yes, look at that. What an amazing speech from Zanval right there. Well, he didn't really give a speech, but he was rather inspirational, to say the least. So, let us now leave our ship and board the Gauntlet. Oh my, I actually do not know what kind of units we're going to be facing. No doubt we're going to be facing some experimental war droids that the Sith Empire has come up with over the years. And no doubt we're going to be faced with many force fields along the way. As long as Yun can, of course, disable them, then that will be great. Now, oh, why do we have Yun with us? Oh no, please allow me to get Ilara back. Otherwise, I'm just going to die immediately. Oh no, wait a minute. Can I get her back? How do I do that? Wait a minute, let's take a look here. Summon this crew member. Yes!
Ready.
There we go. Okay, so Lara's back. Excellent. We can now at least heal. Oh no, and it says Yun is required for the current mission objective. Of course, of course. Why else would they summon him? Okay. Well, that's fine, as long as he has some healing capability. Otherwise, we're definitely going to have quite a few issues. Well, whatever the case... Oh, look at this! We get all of our companions here, and they're going to be fighting. Oh, that's insane. That is really, really very cool. Okay, let's do this. Oh, wow. And they're all using all of their abilities. Oh, that is just too cool. That is just too cool. Okay, let's bleed everyone we can. Make sure that they are all bleeding, and then we'll try to use a nice pulse cannon against the majority of them. That seems to be the way to go. And now we also have a fellow that has just said hello to me, so I'll be replying to him in just a second. And unfortunately enough, this Imperial Sentry droid is giving us quite a headache. So I'm actually going to run around a little bit here, try to get behind cover, and hopefully Ilara will heal me. She is healing quite a few of our other companions, so I'm a little bit worried, to say the least. Oh my, that's actually a lot of damage too. Okay, I'm gonna hide behind here. Oh, thank you very much, Ilara. That was an excellent heal. Oh wow. Okay. Come on, let's do this. Let's do this. Blind him. Attack him with high impact bolt. Yes, there we go. And now what we want to do is a nice pulse cannon. Oh yeah. Okay, so let us reply to this fellow. I'll say, hey, Smiley, while we are fighting one of the hardest battles of our life. That sounds like a good plan. And now we'll do stock strike. There we are. Very nice. No, Yun, do not go down. Ilara is healing you. Oh, let's get another reactive shield going on here. Otherwise, we're gonna die. No, 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 no. Okay, come on, Ilara, heal me. Heal me. I am right out of line of sight here. Let's do a nice full auto against Master Sergeant Payne. Let's hope that he is not going to be a pain for much longer. Yes, there we are. Thank you very much. Okay, taking him down. And now we can just bleed this droid and take him out with our regular attacks. Excellent. Okay, there we have it. Almost done, and Yun is still alive. He's actually got a very cool looking weapon as well, I have to admit. And now we can loot Master Sergeant Payne. And what does he have? What does he have? Oh, immunity enhancement. He's given us an immunity enhancement, which gives us shield rating, endurance, and defense. Well, that will definitely be applied to one of my armor pieces a little bit later on, because, of course, I just want to make sure that we can do our very best damage. And it does appear as though Arcusic, which is the fellow that said hello to me previously, is now saying, "Excuse me if I'm interrupting any of your recordings. I love these videos." Ah, well, thank you very much. I am recording at the moment. But would you like an invite to the guild? Smiley face. Yes, there we go. Okay, so now all of our units are going ahead. Vic is getting ready to, I would assume, blow up some sort of console, and we're now going to go down with Yun to assist him. In the atrium, apparently. Okay. Let's do it. Let us do it. I am ready. Oh dear, we're not ready. Not for this. Sentry droids all around the place. Now we can invite Arcusec to the guild. There we have it, and we will say welcome. And we'll also promote him, I do believe. He is a level 10, but that is okay. I think that deserves a member rank. Why not? There we have it. Very nice indeed. Okay, so let us see. Where do we have to get to? Okay, we need to get to that terminal over there to disable the security, and we currently have a droid here. I'm hoping... I don't think I can get Alara now, can I? Let's try to be sneaky. Let's try to sneak by. Nope, nope, never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. Not in a million years, but at least we are able to take these Imperial humanoid units out very, very quickly indeed, thanks to Yun's amazing damage. He is able to do a lot of damage, but unfortunately it appears he dies very, very quickly, so we do need to be a little bit worried about that. But thankfully enough, due to our new surge rating, we are able to take out the droid without too many issues. Wow. Yun is actually very impressive. I have not seen him in combat before, of course, and I am actually quite pleased. Oh, that reminds me. We need to activate some of his, well, better abilities, I suppose. Some of his other abilities that he doesn't normally use. Let's do that. There we have it. So he can use those all the time that he so desires. That is excellent. And now we are greeted yet again. Oh, here we go. Welding fuel. Let's do it. Oh yeah, that's what we like to see. Blow that up and absolutely devastate their HP. Oh yes. Oh my goodness, Yun has some really cool attacks as well. Let's just hope that he actually does a lot of damage to this sentry droid, because at the moment I am taking too much damage from it. Oh my. Okay, come on, take it out. Look at that critical damage. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, there we have it. Okay, so a little bit closer than I would have liked, but we are still alive, and we can now activate the security terminal to override their systems. After we have rejuvenated, of course. There we have it. Okay.
Let's move out and find the rest.
Let the hunt begin. Oh, okay. Yes. Fighting spirit from Yun right there. And wait a minute. Are there any elite units here? No. No elite units? Okay, well, that deserves a sticky grenade. And we will be doing a pulse cannon in just a second once we take out this sentinel. He's using a vibro blade against us. Ow. That actually hurts quite a bit, but yes, at least he's down now. And a nice pulse cannon will sort out the droid as well. Wow, Yun actually is quite the beast. He's taking out these guys without so much as breaking a sweat. I mean, I suppose he does have a little bit of a lower HP. Oh no, he has 8,100. That's pretty impressive to say the least. Wow. Okay. Yeah, he's using a powered tech staff. Oh my goodness, that actually does more damage than my weapon, doesn't it? It does about the same, so you can imagine. Wow, that's pretty impressive. So, let's do it. Welding fuel once again. That will explode on that droid right there. And we are against two of the rather worrisome enemies at the moment. So, we do need to be a little bit cautious about them. But, yeah, that actually reminds me. I really should be using a stim. Oh, a stim to increase our aim would be excellent right now, but yeah, this isn't like it's the most important mission of the entire chapter, is it? No, of course not. Let's take it lightly. Yeah, exactly. Let's try and fix that after this particular guy has been dealt with. Okay, so he's down. Now, let's see. What do we want to go for here? We want to go for a field reflex stem, I do believe. A nice 42 aim to help us out right there. So, let us recharge and rejuvenate. And we will then be moving on to the secondary security systems. And Magaros says in the guild chat, I'm really beginning to regret I stopped recording this game. Oh, why? It's such a good game, but I suppose that's why. Ah, yes. I do think that it would be a very entertaining series, as no doubt you guys have attested to. So, yeah, thank you very much for all of your support once again. That is just amazing. So, yep, once we take these guys out, we can bleed this droid and then head on to the secondary systems, which are just over there. And I'm actually wondering, why do we have only Yun and myself in this particular area? Because surely Elara could come to help us, and so on and so forth, but, maybe she is helping Vic, or maybe Jorgen and 4X do their assault. But seriously, it would be really nice to have a healer along. But, there it is anyway. Okay, so what do we have here? We have Sentinel, Defender, 2 Defenders indeed, and some droid. Okay. Well, what are we going to do first? I think we'll probably use a sticky grenade on these guys right here, use a nice mortar volley on the center, take these guys out as quickly as possible. Yes, there we are, both defenders are down, and now we can deal with the Sentinel with our regular attacks, and take him out with a high impact bolt. Excellent. So now we just have the droid remaining. That should be very easy to do it. And now a nice pulse cannon to finish it off. Oh yeah. Wow, that was actually a lot easier than I imagined, but I suppose it's because Yun is doing so much damage. I'm not used to having a companion that does a lot of damage. Elara does a significant amount, but not as much as Yun is doing, that's for sure. So, let us override the secondary security. And with a silent nod, Zan Val has dealt with any opposition in the area, and we will now be moving on to the primary security systems. And that requires us, oh dear, to jump down here and deal with these guys. Okay, well, this is actually not going to be too bad as long as we do it properly. So let's try to make that a reality. Let's jump down. Oh yes. Jump down, take these guys out as quickly as we can. The sticky grenade is going to go off. Look at that damage. 990 damage. Oh, wow. Okay. Now, we are taking a lot of damage here, so I do need to watch out about that. And let's use a mortar volley to knock down this other defense droid and take that out. And then we can deal with this defender right here. Now, I am going to be using a medkit, I do believe. Otherwise, I think we probably would have fallen by now. Even though we have new mods, it still is not enough to protect us from the likes of many, many units indeed. And especially seeing as we don't have Elara's healing powers. So it's going to be a little bit difficult, to say the least. And we also probably want to make sure that we rejuvenate Yun's HP too, while we are at it. Now, let's take a look here. Oh, my goodness, Bretind actually says in the guild chat about the Imperial Agent. Once you have done the Imperial Agent storyline, all other class stories seem kind of small. And that makes me wonder, what is the Imperial Agent storyline like? I'd really love to find out, but don't give me any spoilers, please. I would like to try and find out for myself, but of course, that would be actually very cool. Him saying that has sparked my interest, but yeah, I suppose it will be some time before I'm able to do that. So, let's take a look here. We have a maintenance droid, we have some technicians, engineers. How much HP do they have? 1300, 1300, 3200, and then we have a droid with 9000. Okay, How are we going to do this? Okay, wait a minute. Let's take out these guys first with a nice mortar volley. That should be pretty quick. There we are. Take out those guys. And it actually dropped something. Hopefully it will drop a nice mod for us. If not, then so be it. But still, it looks like it has something rather valuable on his corpse right there. Not bad. And now we have a droid aggroing us as well. One of the elite ones. Yes, of course. Oh, we actually picked up an HJ-07 sensor unit. I actually wonder what that is. Let's take a look after this. My goodness. Okay, well, the one thing that I'm really happy about is speccing into the reflexive shield, because reflexive shield is giving us such an amazing amount of absorption. I have to admit that. And now let's take a look at this. This is... Oh! Oh my goodness, it's droid armor. Okay. Yeah, the sensor unit is droid armor. Hopefully we'll be able to put that on 4X at some point, but of course... Yeah, we were forced to take Yun on this. I do believe that one of you stated in the comments that the 4X droid is actually a very, very good companion indeed. He does a lot of damage, and he's able to absorb a lot of damage as well. So, maybe that would be a good idea. And then Bretind says, I'd be interested in the Inquisitor storyline, but the voices are a real downside. Why? What's the problem with the voices? Oh my goodness. Doesn't it change depending on what race you are? Not entirely sure about that. I haven't played this for quite some time, so I do apologize about my lack of knowledge in that area, but now you'll be using a mortar volley against this technician and its maintenance droid companion right here. And opening the door to the elevator, and hopefully taking it up or down to security control. There we are. Nice. Okay, so wait a minute, where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, so we have a couple of sentinels, defense, droids, and defenders. Okay, wait a minute, we have, what is this? Welding fuel. Welding fuel. Oh yes, my favorite. That does a lot of damage to the surrounding units right there. Oh yeah. Take out both of the sentinels immediately. And then head on to the defender as well. Yun is just soloing one of these guys. He's not even needing my assistance. That is exactly how much of a beast he is. Okay, well, now we can approach the primary security systems and disable them.
Couldn't have done it without you, Yun. Time to contact Vic. Vic, come in. The seals are disabled. Rendezvous at the core access door ASAP. Over.
That ugly bug got you through after all, huh? Heading for the door. Look out.
Oh my goodness. The more Vic speaks, the more I like him. That is hilarious, is it not? Oh my. He's just so mean, but he's so funny at the same time. I don't know. There's just something about him. Maybe it's the voice actor. The voice actor does a very good job at being a mean fellow, but he's also quite a hilarious fellow at the same time, of course. Okay, well, we'll take out these security turrets that ambushed us, of course, and now we will be rejuvenating and recharging, and then heading on to rendezvous with Vic. But first, I will be ending this episode off here, so I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.